Yo guys, what is going on? Welcome back to Train Simulator 2020. My name is YoAdrian, and today I've actually got a special video for you guys. As you could see, the title of our scenario today, we're going to be driving the CP Holiday Train. Now, it's basically like the Santa Train type deal. We're going to be driving it over the Canadian Mountain Pass. It's a little custom scenario that I made. For some reason, I couldn't put any other like AI consist or train in because it started to crash anytime I did. So it's just going to be like a straight shot of nothing but our train today, unfortunately. But I'll go ahead and check out the train, and we'll go ahead and just kind of drive it a little bit up the route. It's not too long of a scenario. It's actually probably like about a 9-mile drive or so. So not too fancy. We'll go ahead and check out the train, check out the details and all that. Now, do not mind that it says C44-9WBNSF in that top left corner. We are actually not driving that, but I will explain it once we actually get in the scenario. So let's go ahead and hop in. And actually, before we go, as you see there, it says cloudy snow and 2045, which is 8:45 p.m. And then once we get in game, I'll actually go ahead and show you an issue that I've had with the scenario builder and kind of explain exactly what issues I'm having with building scenarios, and maybe hopefully see if you guys play this game and make scenarios if you guys actually have like a fix for it. So let's go ahead and hop in the game, and I'll explain everything once we get in. Alright, so here we are currently in the game. One thing you will notice at first is that yes, it is a CP-9. Now, I know that Canadian Pacific actually does not use -9 locomotives. I know that the only GEs they basically had were the ES44AC GEVO locomotives and the GE AC 6000 series locomotives. They'd actually, if they did, I don't remember seeing them unless it was that blue leasing company that they leased locomotives from. But I do not recall ever seeing any CP-9 locomotives. Now, the only reason I believe they actually put it on a -9 was because it's similar to it, and number two, the Canadian Mountain Pass route was not created whenever this holiday train was made. So I'm assuming that's what that is, and I'll actually go ahead and show off the locomotive here in a little bit, and I'll show you kind of some of the glitches that I've seen so far on the locomotive. Alright, so as I was saying, kind of like the different glitches and stuff. First things first, though, you'll probably notice that the lights on the locomotive and on the freight cars are kind of at like a still type deal. That's because of, I believe it's because of where it works, like limitations and stuff, that you can't actually get like the red and green lights on the locomotive and on the cars like flashing like it normally does. Same thing with on the reef, so I'm assuming that's why it's kind of like a still type deal. Another thing you will kind of notice is that like on the locomotive itself, you kind of see right there, is that the lights aren't actually attached to the locomotive. It's just kind of floating, but it's not really that big of a deal, honestly. It still looks pretty cool, and I think this is honestly like one of the only like holiday trains that we actually have in this game. So I'm actually very excited about this. This is not commonly like a video that I normally do, but since my girlfriend's favorite holiday is Christmas, and I figured why not do a little bit of like a dedication type video to her, because there's a couple different videos that I've got planned for this month that I probably would have never done, honestly, unless it wasn't for her. So I got this one, I got a couple other like GTA 5 ones that I'm going to do for her and stuff like that, so like a little dedication video and whatnot. So hopefully you enjoy them, Kayla, if you are watching these videos. I do hope you enjoy them, and everybody else watching these, I do hope you enjoyed as well. If you love Christmas and whatnot, here you go. Here's your Canadian Pacific holiday train. Now, one thing you also will notice is that it's 9774, which is, I believe, an ES44AC locomotive. We're currently running a CP 1991 for some unknown reason. I don't know. That's something that I can't really change or fix or anything like that. But we do have this awesome wreath on the front end of our locomotive. It looks kind of cool. I kind of do wish that the locomotive did kind of, go from red to green and stuff like that. But I understand with the limitations, it's kind of very hard to do so. And I'll kind of talk about the other like glitches that we'll see in the cab once we actually get in the cab itself, and I'll kind of show you guys what's going on. Let's go ahead and take a look at the whole consist. It's a very short train today. I'm also, like I was saying, I cannot for some reason put any other AI consist or train sets in to these scenarios, because anytime I do, it'll just crash saying it's like out of memory. So I don't know if there's anything I can really do to fix that, because I do have a bunch of different scenarios planned that I kind of want to go in and do myself. But if I can't add any like AI trains, then what's the point? So if you guys do have any insight on that, or if you have maybe a fix or something like that, please do let me know down in the comments below, or even join the Discord server. Let me know in there. Shoot me a message on Discord, or even send me an email, whichever you prefer. Let me know, hey, I have a fix for this. This is what you got to do, so and so, you know. But let's go ahead and check out the consist here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 box cars, I believe, and then 2 passenger cars on the rear. A little bit shorter than the 2018 CP holiday train, but it still looks pretty freaking cool. The lettering on the cars actually read out to be Canadian Pacific Holiday Train. As you see here, they're kind of straight, like it says Canadian Pacific Holiday Train. Now you probably can see that a little bit. Then if you come out over here, it's actually inverted, so it says Canadian Pacific Holiday Train. It's a little bit backwards, but it actually still goes pretty well. And everything matches on the train as well. So like the train is, or holiday train, the boxcar on this side that says train has all the Christmas trees, and it's the same thing basically on this side as well. So it's kind of inverted a little bit, but it still looks pretty damn good. So I'm not going to show off both sides, only because it's going to be the same thing on each side and whatnot. And what's really cool is that there's actually air hoses on these locomotives, but there's not on, or on the freight car, but there's not on the locomotive. So here we got a little Canadian with little snowflakes and the lights and stuff, and I believe these also flash with like different colors as well. But as I was saying, with the Railworks limitations, we can't do that. And as you can kind of see, that rail is kind of glitching as well, which is kind of weird. But let's actually go the other way. We got Pacific here with little Christmas trees, and only 2 of them have like stars on top. It's actually kind of cool, and as you can see, the air hoses actually do couple onto each other, which is awesome. Then we have Holiday with 2 different little snowflakes on them, which is actually kind of cool. And then we have Train with Christmas trees, and then I believe those are stars. Yeah, those are stars. So it actually looks kind of cool. And then we just have like a random mumbo jumbo of like, supposedly I'm believing it's snow, with like a snowman and a candy cane and presents and Christmas trees and snowflakes and stuff like that, which is actually really nice. And then we have this boxcar, which has Christmas trees and snowmen and stuff like that. So it's basically, I believe it's like a prototypical to the 2018 train or 2017, one of the two. I don't really know for sure. I know it's made by Luke Rail. I'll have the link down in the description below for the mod. And then this last one, which has like weird Christmas trees on top, which is different from all the other cars' roofs, because it's not on the other cars, it's just on this one. And there's bells on it, but on the other side you get same thing, bells. But as you can see here, the bells actually are different. As you see here, it's got the little like bell inside of it, like the little ball that's usually inside of a bell. You come out on this side, it ain't there. So a little bit different. I'm not sure if it was supposed to be intended that way, or if it's supposed to be, I don't know. It's hard telling. It's very hard telling, but I'm not complaining. It's actually a really nice looking train. It actually fits the month that we're in. So let's go ahead and go to the passenger cars. Now you will notice that it does say missing textures. I don't know where the textures are. I don't know what they're supposed to be. I think they're supposed to say Canadian Pacific, but I installed everything that you're supposed to install for these two, and this is what it came out to. So I don't know what to fix about that. But we got 2 different passenger cars here. One looks like to be an older one than the other. As you see, this one, it looks completely different, and it's got 6 axles instead of the normal 4, which is different and kind of unnecessary, to be honest with you. But it does have the patio, and it's also missing a texture. What I actually really do like about this is that it's got marker lights on it, which is kind of cool, and you kind of see inside of it a little bit. There's no interior view for any of these passenger cars. You kind of have to just go by what the outside looks like, and they actually do look pretty phenomenal. I don't really know exactly what cars these are supposed to be off of, but I don't exactly know. It kind of looks like a Norfolk Southern. Like this car, this first one kind of looks like a Norfolk Southern OL or former OLS car. So I'm not really 100% certain, but it looks good nonetheless. Let's go ahead and hop in the cab here. First things first, you will notice is that our brake does not move. It releases and it applies, but it does not move, which to me is kind of odd. I don't know it. I don't know if that's just a glitch with the model. And then number 2 is that you'll see out here that our headlights are on. But if you go inside, look at the windshield wipers, they're on. And then once you get in the cab, they don't work. So I'm not 100% certain what's up with the model, but I still enjoy it either way. So it's just going to be, that's why I said a little bit of a short run. As you see there, it's only like 9.3 miles, so not too bad of a run. Just something a little bit short to kind of just, you know, bring the holiday cheer to everybody and whatnot. So I did throw in a whole brand new sound set by Anthony Wood to this, only because the original Dash 9 sound sounded absolutely like crap. So let's go ahead and put the reverser into forward. Let's go ahead and sound the bell. As you can tell, it's already a whole new bell from the default. Let's go ahead and sound the horn. And let's go ahead and get this puppy moving. Now, as I was saying about the whole thing where I said it was like 8:45 and whatnot, this is the lightest or the darkest it's going to get in the game. I've even gone as far as pushing this till like midnight and stuff, and it's still this light in my game. I don't understand if that's a glitch or what, but when you go in like the scenario editor, it's dark, like it's actually nighttime. But then once I go in the scenario, it's this bright. So I don't really understand what's going on with that. I don't know. Just a little bit of a glitch, I guess. So I can't fix it. I don't know what to do with it. I wanted to do this at night, but better off to do it right now and stuff like that. But we're going to be leaving here. I don't exactly know exactly what yard I'm leaving. I haven't really played much on this route. But we are leaving Eldon Yard on a clear indication. Let's go ahead and knock down that throttle a little bit. Let's actually go ahead and just watch this train from over here. Watch it go. It's actually going to look pretty cool, I bet. Game stuttered there just a little bit. Check that out. Let's make sure we're not speeding. Now we'll be alright. Yeah, it is one nice looking train, but we're actually going 15 out of 50 right now. You guys probably heard the little Jingle Bells rendition I had going on right there as we were kind of in that scenario view, or that free roam view. But even with the out view from the outside, there's still the reef looking. It's all lit up and stuff, which is awesome. But yeah, guys, that is basically the Canadian Pacific Holiday Train. We'll actually go ahead and take it up to that destination that we're supposed to take it up to. I'm not just going to go ahead and end the video right here, just kind of take a look at it and not drive it. Of course, I'm going to go ahead and drive it. But as you also see, the speedometer doesn't work. Nothing on the computer actually works for some unknown reason, except for the altimeter. That's it. That's the only thing on this locomotive that actually pretty much works. The throttle, the reverser, I believe the independent brake doesn't go move either. But like the gauges and everything do, so I don't understand what's really going on with it. The wiper is the same thing. Doesn't really make any sense to me. I don't know if it's just a glitch with the locomotive or if it's because of the lights. Hard telling. It is completely hard telling. But nothing I can do about it. It's just to sit back, enjoy the ride, but yeah, I decided to go do this off of the mountain pass just because it's the only like CP route available right now. And it's the only like holiday train that I can find. I found a few different like CSX business cars to do like a CSX holiday train, but it's like a weird MSTS like conversion. So I don't know if it's the same way to install, if I need something like payware or whatever. So I'm gonna try to see if I can mess with that. And then I also have like the Amtrak Polar Express from Chicago Union Station that kind of goes around Chicago Union Station and kind of like, you know, goes around it and kind of goes into the yard and shows everything off. So I might try to do something like that as well. I don't know yet. We'll see kind of how Train Sim plays with me, because like I said, anytime I try to put in a scenario, it keeps crashing. Or not a scenario, but an AI train set, it keeps crashing. So I don't really understand what's going on with that whatsoever. But yeah. So now where I currently live at, I won't be seeing this Canadian Pacific Santa train, but I'll be seeing the Canadian National Santa train. Now it actually went down south past my house a few days ago, but I wasn't home, so I wasn't able to catch it, unfortunately. But hopefully it comes back north soon, so I'll be able to videotape it, and I'll have a video up of it on the channel as well. But I feel like that'd be pretty cool. I feel like it'd be pretty cool. One thing though, yesterday there was actually a train derailment out in Peoria, Illinois, which is about an hour and a half away from me. It was 2 BNSF engines derailed off the tracks. I believe I believe the consoles they had were made upright. Just the 2 engines came off the track on Toledo and Peoria Railroad, I believe it's what it's called. So I was kind of like, that's kind of cool. Not cool at all, but it's kind of cool. And I kind of was like, maybe I should go take a trip up there. And I'm like, kind of don't want to waste the gas for just 2 locomotives that are on the ground. But it's just so close to me that I figured, why not make a trip up there and take a look at it and get some photos and whatnot. But I decided not to, because I figured if I already get out there, it's probably like blocked off and won't be able to get any photographs or anything like that. So I decided not to go. But yeah, guys, hope you guys are enjoying the video. If you are, make sure you go ahead and smash that like button. If you guys are looking forward to Christmas, make sure you go ahead and let me know in the comments as well. That'd be pretty cool. We got a clear indicator coming up here, it looks like. Looks like the all stop with a clear on our side, which is good. Hopefully the other side has an all stop. Nothing should be coming that way. But I didn't put anything else in that way. But yeah, guys, like I said, if you guys are enjoying the video, make sure you please hit that thumbs up button. Also, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button if you guys aren't subscribed already. I'd greatly appreciate it if you guys would. But yeah, Luke Rail did an amazing job on these, on the CP holiday train. I'm hoping to see maybe this year's as well, but it's pretty much the exact same thing. It's probably just a little bit longer than this one. So I'm assuming this is the 2017 version. Because I know the 2018 version was a little bit longer. I think it had like 3 to 5 passenger cars instead of the 2. And I believe it had like 2 or 3 more boxcars than what it does. So, but I'm not complaining one bit. It's the only holiday train that's actually in the game. And there actually is a boxcar that I probably should have just thrown in here. It's a holiday boxcar. I probably honestly should have just thrown it in here. That's on Railworks America right now. But I'll probably show it off here in a different episode or so. I'll probably have it like leading on the train or something like that. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. But yeah, it's actually visibility's kind of getting shitty out there. It's because my wipers aren't working, which I don't understand why the wipers don't work. But I don't know if you guys can hear that outside, but it's very, very, very windy outside tonight at my house. Like it's like up to 15 to 25 miles per hour, and then the wind gusts are just up there. Like it's very super windy. We were driving out tonight, and car kept going everywhere, all over the road and shit. It was bad. It was very bad. But yeah, guys, like I said, if you guys are enjoying the video, please hit that like button. If you guys are also looking forward to Christmas, make sure you guys and drop it in the comments. I'm actually looking very forward to Christmas this year. Not really much of a Christmas type person, but this year I feel like it'd be a lot different. Honestly, I got Kayla now, so she loves Christmas. So I feel like Christmas would be a lot different this year than it normally has been for me. But yeah, guys, let me know if you guys want to see anything else in Train Simulator, like different scenarios and whatnot. I currently have a couple different ones that I found the other day, like different ideas and stuff like that. So I'm hoping the scenario builder cooperates with me, but I doubt it. So I don't really know if that's gonna happen or not. I'm hoping that it does, but there's no promises going on there. I do actually have a scenario with two different, or actually one, but 2 videos of just Norfolk Southern coal mount, whatchamacallit, the coal district route coming up soon as well. I've got a couple different new games coming out as well, with a couple different LSPDFRs and GTA 5 videos as well, so stay tuned for those. Hopefully you guys do check those out also, coming up soon. It actually does feel really good to be back. I know it's been videos with like 5 days in a row, and then I've gone like a week without them, and they've come back, and they've gone again. So it actually does feel really good to come back and actually be more active on YouTube and Discord and Twitter and all that fun stuff. So I'm very, very, very happy to be back. But it looks like in about a mile, a little bit more than a mile, we're going to be cutting up to a 40-mile-an-hour zone. We're currently going 48 miles an hour. It looks like we're coming up on a clear indicator. It's hard telling with the snow. Let's go ahead and see. Yep, clear indicator. Let's go ahead and just let the coast down the 40. I'm not going to do the brake or anything. I'm just going to let it coast down. Haven't ran into a crossing or anything yet this video. Kind of weird. Train's kind of bouncing around too, which is definitely not good if it's a double stack train. It's very bouncing around on this route. See if I can see the train coming back over there. Barely. Barely, barely, barely. Looks like we will be hitting that 40, or we'll be hitting 40 before we actually hit the 40. So we got about 10 more minutes to go on this trip. I'm actually very excited. It's a very nice looking train. I think it was actually out in Bensonville last week. I'm not sure where it's going to next, but it's definitely got a schedule. I might check it out on cprail.com. I'll probably post a link to it in the description as well if you guys do want to go check it out. Not 100% certain though where it's going. Same thing with the CP or the CN Santa train. CSX one, same. I don't know if Union Pacific's doing one. BNSF is probably doing one, and so is Amtrak. I don't think Metro's doing their Operation North Pole this year. I know they have done it previous years. I think it's like the last 3 or 4 years they've done it. I don't think they're doing it this year. If they are, I haven't heard about it, and I haven't actually seen any like train for it. You would think that they would have had it out on the rails already. So I don't know, unless they're just saving it. So I don't know. Haven't heard anything about it, so unless you guys know differently, then just let me know in the comments. Alright, so we got about a mile left in our journey on this route. As it comes to an end here, coming up on Lake Louise. We're actually going to be stopping on the main line. I believe on the north track, which I believe is going to be track 1, or main 1. So we're going to be stopping on the north track, just past that signal. As you see, they're coming up in 0.70 miles. So we're going to start slowing down for that. We're just going to let it coast down to 35. But yeah, guys, hope you guys did really enjoy this video. Like I said, smash that like button if you did. Also, hit that subscribe button if you guys haven't already and you are enjoying the content. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram as well, and join that Discord server. Please do. It's going to be always a fun time in there. I can't wait to actually get it back up and active and stuff like that. More active than it's been the past couple months and so I'm very, very, very excited for that. But as you can see here, we let it coast down to 35. We're coming up to a clear indicator right here. We're just going to go ahead and start stopping our train here. Start slowing it down just a little bit. Start applying that brake, so we stop right here on Lake Louise North track. Looks like we're going to be going to the right here, I believe. Go ahead and just release it just for right now. Now I don't know if I made this scenario right, because I think once I hit it I'm just going to go right into ending the scenario, I believe. So I don't remember if I actually did this right or not. Yep, I figured that's what happened. So it went right into emergency. But I feel like we're going to go past this. Oh, maybe not. We're not going to go past the signal, unfortunately. But yeah, guys, that is going to go ahead and do it for the episode. Hope you guys take care. Have a great rest of your... Or I hope you had a great start to your week. And hope you guys have a great rest of your week. And I'll catch y'all on the next episode. Peace.